CPAC and how this relates to world events. The very first CPAC after Trump became president in February of 17, they handed out Russian flags with Trump's name on them. And the audience started waving them around until they realized what was going on. And the CPAC people started grabbing them up. And they said they were tricked. They weren't tricked. They were sending a message, okay? Putin was sending a message to the United States with Trump the whole time. People forget, Mark Burnett wanted to make a show with Putin. He wanted to do a show on the space station and the oligarchs and stuff in Russia. And Putin's people said, no, you want to do a show on Donald Trump, our guy in New York City who's a real estate developer. That's how The Apprentice started, okay? It was the Russians that put them on to Trump. Most people forget that, okay? Not to mention that the after parties at Celebrity Apprentice were like Russian mobster meet and greets. Felix Sater would work the room with the Trump Organization business card and make introductions between these mobster types and Jared and Ivanka, and Don Jr., who was kind of sober in those days, right? He was dry at least, right? They'd work the room. It was a jobs summit, okay, for getting cash out of the Soviet Union. Why do you think Trump's obsessed with like South Miami? He wants that Russian cash. Okay, that's who Trump is. That's how he started. In New York City, before Trump built Trump Tower, you'd have to get past a co-op board to buy into a fancy building and park your money, right? They weren't going to just take anybody. Trump came up, he didn't invent the idea of condos, but he was the first guy to do it in New York City on a large scale. Like, you got the cash, I'll sell you an apartment, no questions asked, right? And that's rife for exploitation, for money laundering and corruption, and also espionage, which goes hand in hand with the entire operation he was running out of Trump Tower. There was brothels in that joint. There was poker dens, and there was people spying on each other. And they're damn sure were spying on Trump because he had a free pass to all the brothels. So he'd go up there and find his little Vonky lookalike and have a good time, not thinking about the fact that Putin was taping him. And I think Putin showed him those tapes in Helsinki. That's what I think he showed him before they walked on that stage. And you can see it all over Trump's face. He was busted.